Coming up on Kenny's features that he was trying to film. Now with the sun up, it's going to ruin some of the videos, but I do want to document this one because he took so much interest in it. Anyway, there it is. It's only about 20 feet tall. I thought it'd be like 100 feet. I would say 30 feet. To see now that the sun has come up, it can be a help or a hindrance. That's why I prefer hiking at night. It's more interesting. But the direct sunlight ruins pictures and videos. I do want to show this. See all those pokers sticking up? That's the agave. They're all up the hill everywhere. And that's, yes, the agave for tequila, and also that the Indians ate. And people still eat them today. They roast them and eat them today. But that's what those pokers are that you see sticking up. Okay, I'm going to drop down to the mcave. There's the agave pit. So I know exactly where I am. I'll go over to it. Anyway, this definitely isn't a hike for older people. That aqua chigger, he's getting up there, and he made it down here. That's a big one. This had been used for thousands of years. See, in the center there's a rectangular pit lined with rocks. But, you know, you can't see it now. Anyway, I'm going to have to get going. And with the sun up, this is the exact time of year the snakes will be heavy in the morning, I think. We'll see. I want to show the saddle area where he went up, where I'm sure he went up. But that's it. But now I'm down below. So from the mcave, he would have went up the ravine, worked his way across and come out up there on that saddle. Oh boy. Well, coming up on it, there it is. That's all it is. Here's the gravel he was walking in. Anyway, this has already been done before, so it's no big deal, but see, it's not even 2 feet. Not even 2 feet. I'm shaking, I'm tired. Oh. Well, I took off my pack. Well, here I am at the mcave I said I couldn't find. But anyway, there it is. And he knew just what it was. There's my nice pack. So I'm going to continue on just like he did to reproduce his walk. See, that's where he said he almost tripped. Okay, there's the other cave. See, I don't have a viewfinder on this. But see, I'm fatigued. Nobody in their right mind would go up there into that thing. That's all he meant when he said, I'm not going up there. That's all he meant. You realize what it would be like to get through that stuff and go up in there for nothing? You can see that it only goes in 6 feet. Oh, I don't want to forget about the covered mcave. I think I just walked past it. I see so far like 200 covered mcaves. Now here's his skull ravine. He walked along here. That's where I like to go. Up stuff like that, that's where I find my skulls. And I'm sure that's where he went. I'm not going to go up it. My knees and stuff are killing me. But there's his ravine. I'll step up a little bit and then film it looking down at it to document it. Anyway, see, it's not easy, you know, going up stuff like this, and nobody films it. But there's his ravine. It is interesting. It really is. He would have went up it and worked up to the saddle, but I'm not going to do it. This ravine has already been gone through a couple times. Just down from the mcave, I mean, there's a couple more covered mcaves. I mean, there's 1,000 of them. Sorry about my shaking. Okay, this one I'm doing for Warlike Wrath. This is next to the mcave. And it's the one that has the perfect circle in it, that he said a human was inside of it. But what it is, it's a mud dauber's nest. That's nothing into the solid rock. That's like hornets and whatever, paste mud and then go inside, whatever. I'll take close-ups. Anyway, I scraped that a little bit with a stick, and it's like spider web material. There's nothing that's bored into the rock. Also, I'm not making fun of people. It's that they don't know if they don't get here in person to see it. Anyway, now I'm looking for that Sean guy, his covered mcave, which all it is these same features. They didn't put no Area 51 came here and put no special adhesive to hide the underworld. That's the way that the limestone is. Now it could be this one. Could this be the one? I'm not really concerned with that anyway. You know, I don't want to humiliate anybody. Well, I'm coming up on the mcave. It's right here somewhere. It's down low to the ground. You know, and there's, you know, let's see, why am I focused on this one? Why did I stop here? Because he knew it was the mcave. And then he homes in the camera right on it. There's the mcave for reference. That isn't mining. That isn't a mining cave. This is limestone. But you see the way the material is? So stuff falls off all over the place and a little cave forms. These agave are right next to the mcave. They're everywhere, but these are convenient because they're right here. But anyway, that's the agave for tequila and that the Indians ate. And it takes like 30 years till they mature. And it starts sending up that stalk. Once it gets above waist high, and they usually do it in the spring when the sugars are up in the agave the most. But once they get up this high, it's worthless to harvest them, you know. So that's it. There's a little agave stuff. Anyway, there it is. The whole thing just got blown out of proportion when he started exaggerating, and it just got out of hand. You know, it just got out of hand. But that's all it is. There's nothing there. Anyway, he liked his beer, so I brought him one up. I did pop it and take a couple of drinks, kind of like a toast. If I put it there full, somebody would have just took it. So I didn't know what to do, but at least I did it. And I put some coins in there. Somebody will come around and throw them out or do something, but... Anyway, I'm not surprised that Sean, that he made it up here. They're young and healthy, but like Scott Nuttall and Aqua Chigger guy, I can't believe they made it up here at their age. You know, I wouldn't recommend anybody come up here over the age of about 40. That's one hell of a long way up there. I don't think he made it to Sheep Peak. See, if he worked down from the saddle, back behind those, it would be behind those where he went. Then there's your go forever for 40 miles area. That's the start of it. And I mean, that's the start of it. Do you realize the distances? There's no way. You know, and now I have my doubts. Yes, I do believe that he went that way, but he didn't keep going north. he would have been at the furthest extent of his travels. He could have went up ravines over towards the Sheep Mountains, but he sure as hell didn't make it up to Sheep Peak. There's no way that the distances are, see, I can't see. The distances are vast. To even go to that saddle there, that'd be a big investment. You know, not go miles past it. I'm going to go down to that other agave pit, and then I have to focus on getting back, because see what I'm doing? I'm exploring around at the furthest extent of my travels, and that's how people end up dead in the desert. But I am going to go down there and then go over to the other agave pit, and then I have to get back. I have to get back. This is how people die. I've had a couple close calls. See what I'm doing right now I call hiker's trance. I also experienced the same thing with scuba diving. Lots of people mentioned it. It's scuba diving, you're hiking, you're out in the beauty of nature, and you just don't want to go back. And you're staring, and you go over here, you go over there, and it's just so great. And time runs out. It turns out you get caught in the dark, you run out of water. So, but that's what I call hiker's trance. That's what I'm doing now. I'm lollygagging for 45 minutes in one place. If you were here, you could see better the distances of the sheep range back there. If he went down to the mcave area and worked over here, what I call the 40-mile theory line, and he went along, possibly up any of these ravines and ridges, if he made it up to Sheep Peak, I'm telling you, that's one hiking son of a bitch. Here's that other agave pit. I'll walk up on it. And like I said, instead of just standing there and taking close-ups, but there's the first one for reference. It's kind of hard to do this carrying my snake tongs. Usual story. I'm just documenting what's here because archaeologically I'm in a kind of a hard to get to spot, so. See, the center is completely washed in, but you just got to believe me that the rectangular pit is down there. I'm just showing another use of snake tongs, which I use this all the time. In other words, firewood that other people can't get, or, you You know, anything. I use them all the time. I've never picked up a snake with them. I can't stop demoing them. I just love it. Well, these are pretty weak to begin with, but anyway, I think I made that point. Anyway, some more covered up mcaves. This ravine, by the way, well, the wash. I'm in a ravine, but the wash is right over there with the agave pit, and the mcave is down there. But this ravine would be a perfect one that Kenny would have gone up if he would have kept hiking. There's another covered up mcave. Area 51 came in and shored it up because the portal to another universe. This is where I'm seeing, well, he saw something he shouldn't have seen. Well, this is it. Nothing's happened to me. Oh, I forgot at the mcave I was going to take the dirt and rub it on myself. But same thing, I dug in it. I dug in it to put his beer there. Okay, I gotta leave the mcave area. Can't stay up here all day, and I don't want to end up another Kenny Veach. But this is the hard part. I haven't been down here before. So coming down, you just come down the washes because water runs downhill. But going up, you could go up any of those ravines. So here I go. So you know, there's the edge of the saddle. Sloping down, and you probably could go up that ravine. You know, maybe you could, but see, this is how people get lost. See, they see the saddle, and they go up there, but actually they came way down, you know, by looping up there through the cut. See, that's why I remember that mountain. Anyway, I don't go through stuff like that in flip-flops. I'm coming up on the cut. But I remember I'm supposed to be showing, you know, the mountains back there. And those aren't, they're the flanks, but the real high ones are kind of hidden. But vast distances. To hike up there, going all uphill, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Not to go all the way to the top. There's his features in different lighting, better lighting. That's one of the reasons I started liking the guy so much. He was so thrilled by the smallest things. You know, he sees a bird and, oh, there's a bird. You know, so he was a good guy. He was a good guy. But these things here, they're about, like I said, 30 feet tall. That one kind of looks like a sphinx. I'll take a picture. Snake tongues are great for this. You can't beat it. I'm down below the cut a little bit and I'm heading back, but I wanted to show this. Nobody ever shows the other side. Well, I think they do. I think they took pictures. But could Kenny have come down here and not gone to the mcave to head up and go the other way? It's possible. It's possible. What if he came down here and saw something up there that turned him on and went up there? And so my theory hypothesis is based heavily on the fact that he pointed the camera up that ravine and said, that's where I like to go. But he could have come up and just enjoyed himself doing other hikes. I'm sure that he videoed these. He was easily impressed. No doubt about it. For reference, the cut is right there. And so I've got to go up and get out of here because I'm sweating and I'll be running through the water. I'm sure he filmed these. They're kind of interesting, you know, like a group of people or something, you know. The cut is right there. For reference, I'm headed up. There's a saddle coming up to it going back. In other words, I'm on the north side, the back side. So I got to go through all that. So this part I'm not going to like. Deliverance, I'm back at the saddle again. This is looking towards the east, and Kenny could easily have gone up there on any of his hikes. Right up there is the orange soda. But you can indeed go up and climb up and work your way all the way up to the top of Sheep Mountains. I'm about a mile south of the cell phone mine. Okay, this area over here would be if he went to the extreme south before working down, but I don't think so. No way. Okay, now this area here, if he worked down from up there, the very tippy top up there, he could come down at the cell phone mine. Okay, that's not Sheep Peak, but looking at the distances again now that I'm here in person, God, if he did that and made that up there to Sheep Peak and walked along that ridge like I said and then worked his way down, I mean, it's no wonder he died. It's just too much distance. Anyway, I'm working down, I'm almost back, but to get a feel for the distances, I mean, I'm very fatigued and I'm stumbling and fumbling, and that's when the accidents occur. But you can't see it in the video, but I can see a tiny little sparkle there about 3 miles away, and yet I consider that being almost back. So okay, that's Bullseye Canyon. You know, it goes up there. So I want to film it now from a distance and then film it as I go along to give you an idea of the distances and sizes if you want to come up and search. Now there it is. I've come down a little further. And the point is that that's a prime candidate canyon for Kenny Veach. Okay, it really is. But the thing is, it would take a good team to go in there and spend a day to work your way up and back. Anyway, I'll never do that again. My feet are about to turn blue. My ankle is killing me. I can hardly feel my feet. No, that's the last time I go up there. Oh boy, oh God. Right here is where the M51 trucks pulled up. I saw them going up, 2 white trucks. And then I park, I'm getting ready, and they come back down. And one guy, he stops right there. Plan on spending the night here? I told him I better not, because if I do, somebody's going to have to come up and rescue me. Yeah, well, you have a good trip. I mean, like he owns the place. It would usually be 2 white trucks. Anyway, the flip-flops thing, it was a joke. I actually hike wearing $270 Loa Renegades.